I'm Dick Markle with Rapid Race Cars in Angola, Indiana. Today we're going to show you our Rapid Spindle Pin Adapter. What this does is it adapts a Pinto spindle, either a standard height or a drop height spindle. Our adapter goes on the end of the spindle. It adapts it to the 2-inch pin 5x5 hub with the 2-inch bearings. And basically these run $120 for 2 spindle pin adapters and a shim kit. The advantage to these, you're going to get a reinforced spindle pin area because they do seat down against the bottom, draw on with the nut, so this becomes very much a stronger piece of your chassis. You get the advantage of the big 2-inch bearings, the heavier duty hub, bigger studs. It uses an 11 3/4 rotor, which is a very common, basically less than $50 expense rotor. Let's put this together. Basically what we want to do is we want to first grease the spindle area here because our tolerance is extremely close. And we've had some customers go on dry here that actually will gall on and they have a hard time getting it off. So we grease the spindle area and we go to set our shim pack. The shim pack, basically what we want is as we put this on, we want to put enough shims in here to take up the distance so that this part of the spindle pin adapter actually bottoms against the portion of the spindle here. It gives us a good support. Then we put the standard washer, nut, safety lock, and cotter key in after torquing this nut to 25 foot-pounds. We basically just want to contain this onto the spindle so it'll never back off. So once we have that done, of course our seal is in the hub already. We do our bearing, we do our hub, we do our other bearing. This is a normal 5x5 hub configuration here. Put our washer on, our nut, and then of course you've got a lock mechanism that goes on this nut to contain it. You will use the howl or whatever hub that you choose, their cap over the top. Basically what this does is we end up with a nice large hub on the Pinto spindle. We're using, this is a standard drop spindle with Howe's brake bracket for the large caliper. Howe also makes a brake adapter for the metric caliper for this 11 3/4 inch rotor. We have a lot of clearance here for the A-arm. We have clearance here for tie rod. It really works out well. This setup, generally, depending on the hubs that you're using now, this setup will widen the front end of the car approximately 1/4 inch aside. We have seen some Granada rotors that this is actually narrower than a Granada rotor setup. Basic measurement of this, so that you can sort of do some comparing, is if we drop through and we touch the face of the spindle right back in here and we go to our hub, we're basically 3 1/4 inches from this hub face to the face of this spindle right here, 3 1/4. So you can measure yours and you'll get an idea of what adjustments you may have to make to run this spindle pin adapter. And there again, the brakes go on it, just like any. makes a pretty nice deal here. Big brake caliper, big brake on a pinto spindle, nice big bearings, something that's not going to fail. You're going to be able to put these bearings in and not service them near as much as the little small bearing deal. I'll take it back apart for you real quick here so you can see. We're also working on a spindle pin adapter for the #2 Impala spindle that is used in a lot of street stocks. We feel that the street stocks need a hub assembly like this also. We're not modifying the spindle. There's no machining necessary. It's just like you buy them. We've had them on drop spindles. We've had them on standard height spindles. Put it on, torque it up, away you go. Again, they're $120 for the kit, 2 spindle adapters, a shim pack. It's about all you need. You can call us, order them direct. You can also become a dealer if you're a chassis manufacturer. You can do a buy-in with us and get them at a discounted rate. That's pretty much all I've got on it. Thank you for watching. I'm Dick Markle, Rapid Race Cars, Angola, Indiana.